Last night I had a dream that I was down in the city, possibly the District of Columbia. And it was a bright day and the clouds were in the sky. And I saw that there were three dragons. The colors of the dragons were red and they had some parts that were yellow. Now, other people were looking at the dragons too and they were amazed. And some people took out guns and they started shooting at the dragons, but they had no effect. And then my eyes was focused in on this one little boy who had a Nerf gun, and he also decided to shoot at the dragons, and he shot at the dragon. A little puff of smoke came in the dragon, and the dragon was not affected. And then I was told kind of like why I was showing the boy with the Nerf gun. And the Nerf gun, the boy, he said, this is the might of the United States military. It was like I was made aware that this would be the might of, it's like they would be able to fire, but it would have no effect. Oh yeah, this is what the Spirit is telling me. He said to tell you guys also the importance of the people shooting the guns up at the sky. He says that the private citizens or people trying to, take law into their own hands and trying to be a militia, still it's going to be overwhelming. You're not going to be able to defend against what's coming. So because it's going to be so rapid and so powerful, it's an overwhelming display of power. And it's stuff that we haven't even, I don't think it's stuff that we have even experienced yet. Okay. All right. So then I'm walking up and there was these steps that led to a platform, and there was some police or security officers or something like that up on the top of this platform. One of them was wearing a white uniform, and then the other one was wearing like a dark uniform, like a black or a blue. Okay. And a dark blue. And what happened was they were sitting together and they were talking as friends. And then I walked up and I began to talk to them, and it was kind of like I was given something to say to them. And I said to them, I asked them a question. I said, are you prepared to work for 6 to 7 months with no pay, and receive a card? It was kind of like a debit card that would just allow them to get groceries and basic essentials for their family. And I said an organized invasion was coming. And as they were pondering this, I turned back to look at the sea again, and at that very moment, it's like the whole seascape it was transformed into paper. And then what happened was I was shown ships that were some of them had dragons on the top of them, like dragon heads, and then it was like I was shown the same dragons in the sky were now on ships. What happens is I was seeing them and other ships coming in also that didn't have dragons. It was just, I was made aware that in the dream that the ships with the dragons were the attack from the same people who attacked by air or invaded by air. But there were other groups that were also involved in the invasion, and I wasn't shown who they were, but I have my speculations about that. Okay. And what happened was I was shown the paper, and then it was like I was made aware. It was like the Lord was telling me, or just dropping in the knowledge, and he said, this has been planned. They were planning this the whole time, and and then this is what is going on. And the reason why he showed me the paper was because he was emphasizing the fact that the paper emphasizes a plan, and these were the things that these forces had been planning for a long time, or had made plans to do. All right, then what happened was I saw all kinds of traffic. People were leaving the city. Then what happens is I was shown traffic. Everyone was trying to leave the city. Everyone was trying to leave the city, and as people were trying to leave, there were accidents. And I saw this, and then it was kind of like I was being shown specific things. And I saw this RV, and it was trying to go up a hill, and it was this massive accident where the RV had been broken in half. And the person who had all the cans and stuff, like cans, like they were preppers, and they had all these cans stored away, and they felt like the RV was going to be their like safety net. The RV was broken in half, and all these cans kept rolling into the street. It's like soda, cans of food, whatever. And no one was picking them up. No one was picking up the cans. Everyone was so focused on getting out of the city that no one cared about that. This is the beginning just before Christ returns. And these things are going to happen, and it's going to affect you. You can't isolate yourself from this thing, because it's going to affect you in some way. You need to be praying and focusing on God, because he's the only one that's going to get you out of this. Because some people will die, but they'll die being saved. Some people are going to have to suffer, but they will be given the resources and the peace of God. But It's not about your own preparedness. It's not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit, saith the Lord of hosts. So the thing is, you got to be focused on the Spirit, believing in Jesus as your safety net.